All right, it's July 20th, just about 2 in the afternoon, and I'm about to do some much overdue trimming. So I bought some Trimmer Plus accessories. We got the bush cutter there, and then this thing's some kind of like brush hog. But just wanted to shoot a quick before and after of the entrance to the Beeyard, which is definitely overgrown, especially this area. So my idea between those two tools, really just trim all this up and make it a little more accessible, especially since Paul and I are going to move some of the hives from his place back over into the Beeyard here. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of growth. Probably knock all that back there and really open it up. And depending how I feel, because it's already in the low 90s and the humidity is pretty high, I think I'm going to really knock a lot of this back, because my future plans are to expand the Beeyard from where it currently is and go that way, maybe with 2 more hive stands. Each hive stand is sitting on some cinder blocks there, nothing fancy, but the 4x4s I believe are 8 foot long. So I'll probably maintain a little space there. And if I can get this stuff knocked back well enough and the ground's level enough, probably start another hive stand there that goes about maybe 16 to 20 foot back that way. But same thing, as you can see, I'm gonna move some of this equipment out and really gives myself some space to knock a lot of this brush back. Paul did knock some of these bushes back with some loppers a month or 2 ago, but my plan is to really clean this up a lot and give the bees more of a flight path. Oh wow, check out that hive. That's definitely a strong one there. I have not been back in the bees since I've been home for the last 2 weeks. And my other plans are to really knock all this back. That tree, I'm gonna leave that tree there, but really knock a lot of this brush back and just give them more of a flight path this way, so they can come in a little more naturally, because for the last few years their flight path is really restricted to more of out the hive and almost vertical, as you can see if that's coming up on camera. Not sure if it is or not. So I got my bee suit for sure, because they might get a little agitated with the weed whacker engine. So anyway, yeah, just a quick before and after. And there is actually some nice space back through this thicket right here that opens up. I don't know if you can really tell, more so where that pine tree is. It really starts to open up. So I was thinking about just trying to beat back and clear as much of that brush as I can and open it up for future plans, using some of the yard back that way. So as you can see, hive stands right here, a little break like I mentioned, and if I can beat all this stuff back here, which I believe I can, because it does open up some, and it might be more usable than I think. Really just see what I can make use of. So all right, just a relatively quick before video. Not that anything's ever really quick with me behind the camera, but yeah, just doing some spring cleaning in the middle of summer. We'll see what the after video looks like here in a little bit. A few hours of work to do. Well, I'm off to a blistering start. Moving this equipment to just clean up the area where it was at took about 25 minutes. I also just took a look at our Accurate backyard weather station that we replaced within the last 2 days or so, and the heat index is 104. So that's where all that equipment was. I'm gonna move this timber out just so I can freely brush hog all this, trim it back, and get started on this project I have in mind. So here we go. It's about 2:30, again, 104 degree heat index, and I'm gonna see just how much I can get done today. All right, quick progress check. 20 minutes of trimming. Hopefully you can see a difference. I'd say that opens it up a little bit. seems like more sunlight is definitely hitting the front of the hive. So it's a small step. Like I said, 20 minutes worth of work. Beat all that back there. I'm gonna take a quick break, drink some water, and continue. All right, just got done with the brush cutter, brush hog, whatever it's called, that attachment. Used it for about 30 minutes, hit some of these sections, which was really easy with some of the brambles, the blackberries and all. And then started to have some fun with it and kind of went to town. Really knocked down these bushes even more, to include the backside here. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do it today or not, but in between taking short breaks and drinking some water, because the heat index is now 107, I decided to see how much progress I could get done on expanding the apiary, the Beeyard. I don't know if you can tell from that shot, but yeah, before this was all filled in. That's all the debris that I'm gonna have to come back and pick up. But from where I plan on having a little bit of a break, let's see, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, it's about 20 more feet over here, just like I was hoping. So once I clean up all this debris, figure out if I need to level the ground at all. Probably won't take too much time doing that. I'll just put the center blocks down and make sure the hives are tilted forward a little bit. But this is at least 10 to maybe 12 more hives. So when it's all said and done, I could easily have about 20 hives back here just in this little area. And then, like I was saying, this is a project for another day, but over by that pine tree there, that's where I plan on clearing some more land and make another bee yard. Just trying to maximize the property. For years, I've only used this small bee yard on our property, but I figured, you know, if we have the space, why not put in some sweat equity, clear the land, and just use it better. And I think the bees are gonna like this a whole lot more now that it's nice and open.